Well, good Saturday, DeFi Nation. Good Saturday, Energy community. And good Saturday to you guys that are Star State stargazers as well. This is going to be a great Zoom today, a phenomenal Zoom. And there is a question. Now, I'm going to tell you, don't answer it yet, okay? After, I'll tell you when to answer, but the first person to correctly answer this question will win $100. And the question is, why do dark horses win? So I want you to ponder that and think about that. Why do dark horses win? Now, I'm going to start off. And by the way, if you're out there watching on Facebook, I'm going to show you a clip. After this clip ends, I'm going to end the Facebook feed. You can get on this Zoom, answer that question, and also see a dark horse today that you can win big with. But what you need to do, if you're out there on Facebook watching after this short video ends that I'm getting ready to play, you need to be on this Zoom. In the comments, there is a link to this Zoom. And if for some reason you're watching it on a friend's Facebook feed and you don't see a link in the comments, go to the original video. There is a link to get on this Zoom going on right now in those comments. So you can get on here, you can answer that question. And then Savun and myself, we're going to talk about a dark horse that you guys can win big with. Now, I'm going to tell you what, I'm anxious to share with you this clip. Why? Many of you guys have seen it, but I know a lot of people haven't. Guys, you guys know I'm a huge fan of sports. I think everybody knows I'm a huge Kansas City Chiefs fan, right? I'm in Kansas. Come on, I've got to be a Chiefs fan. I've been a Chiefs fan my whole life from the day I was born. Pretty amazing what happened, last year in the playoffs with 13 seconds when they came back. A lot of people said that was one of the greatest sporting feats ever. But I'm going to show you what I think, what is the greatest sporting feat that I have ever seen in my life, and I probably will ever see. And it's the greatest sporting feat that you'll probably ever see as well. And I'm going to play a little clip about this because it revolves around a dark horse. And then we're going to talk about why dark horses win. So as you watch the video, be thinking how you can correctly answer that question. Here we go. Enjoy.
Favorite horse. Hold on, man. Come here, man. Come here. Hold on 1 second. Just give me a favorite horse, man. Huh? Favorite horse all the time.
My favorite horse? The horse right here, Rich Strike. And now I'm helping my son out with Eric Reed, who's trying to get into dirt. He's also eligible. The very next wants to get in. I'm trying to live my dream with my sons.
As I'm in the stall with him, I put my hand on him, I drop my head, I say a few words to God. And as I said amen, I took a deep breath. The horse took a deep breath with me.
Rich Strike, what an odd story. This time yesterday, they were thinking about a race in New York in June. Then all of a sudden, Ethereal Road scratches, and Rich Strike's got to get ready to roll. A Derby opportunity. I know the odds are really long at 79 to 1. But what have we learned about the Derby? You never know.
They're off in the Kentucky Derby. And Summer is tomorrow had a great start and goes immediately to the early lead. Messier is Zozos as they race by us for the first time. It will be Summer is tomorrow to lead the way. Brown Pride on the outside second. Messier follows in third. Cyberknight is fifth to the outside. And then it's Teva charging behind them. Epicenter finds himself in mid-pack here. Next, and then Sandon to the inside and right up. The lead lead around the far turn. It is Crown Pride battling with Messier. They're stride for stride. Epicenter and Zozos in behind them. Cyberknife swings up on the outside. Sandon gets the rail run, and they're into the stretch. And it's Messier, Crown Pride, and Epicenter is coming up on the outside. Epicenter has taken the lead as they arrive into the final furlong. Sandon is coming after him. Epicenter and Sandon, these two, stride for stride. Simplification down the outside is set. They're coming down to the wire. Epicenter, Sandon, Rich Strike is coming up on the inside. Oh my goodness, the longest shot has won the Kentucky Derby. Rich Strike has done it in a stunning, unbelievable upset.
Forget Rich Strike, Lightning Strike. That's one of the biggest upsets in the history of the Kentucky Derby. Friday morning at 8 a.m., this horse was not in the race. Eric Reed, the trainer, Sonny Leon, the jockey, have never been a part of the Derby, and they have won an unbelievably upset, shocking Kentucky Derby with Rich Strike, who went off at 80 to 1. To see the horse acting up a
He's
little
trying
bit
to
here.
savage the pony.
Yeah.
As if he hasn't done enough already beating 19 other horses. He's trying to beat up on the pony.
And he's beaten a lot of the bettors as well, who had very little interest in him.
I'm in shock. I literally told my friends, I hope he doesn't finish last. We're praying for ninth, like please midfield.
And Sonny Leon, they know who he is now.
They do, the winning rider, Sonny Leon.
I can't explain it. It's unreal.
I can't tell you how incredible this story is. The number of times that I have watched Rich Strike go from like 15th to winning in the last 50 seconds, I've watched that on a loop. And I've shown it to my kids, and I'm like, look, never give up. How do you even handicap it? 80 to 1.
Oh my God! Come on, Epicenter! Come on, dig, baby! Dig! Rich Strike! Slam, that's Rich Strike! Slam! Rich Strike just won the Kentucky Derby!
I didn't bet any win money on Rich Strike. He's 91 to 1.
What the hell just happened?
Oh my God, got goosebumps. When he says Rich Strike, it's just that horse emerges. I don't know if Rich Strike ever wins again, but Rich Strike, and I loved his owner. You know, his owners look like a guy that you might see at the local diner and say, hey Tom, how's your horse doing? He's okay. Now he owns the diner. Mark, play it one more time. Put a smile on my face.
Presentation down the outside is next. We're coming down to the wire. Epicenter's ended. Rich Strike is coming up on the inside. Oh my goodness! The longest shot has won the Kentucky Derby. Rich Strike has done it in a stunning, unbelievable upset.
At the last moment, praying that we got in, just begging for a chance, and we got the chance. And he answered for us.
The story just is like, it's the Cinderella storybook ending, so to speak. November, this horse was on the block, was in a race. I mean, basically, if you win the race, you get the horse for like $30,000. Like, seriously, that's like finding John Morant or Steph Curry, like we said, at the mall.
At the mall, right.
And you say, hey, what are you doing Saturday?
$30,000.
And here you are 3 months later, and they go into the NBA Finals.
And your purse is $1.86 million.
Right.
Mike, you could have bought this horse for $30,000 last September. He was in a claiming race. Oh my God, great ride by Sonny Leon in his first Kentucky Derby.
This is as big a shock as mine, Edberg, 𝐏𝐸𝐿. This is absolutely stunning.
Thank you. How surprised are you? He had a lot of horses on here. Yeah, man. Wait for the moment. We need him, man. Hey! Hey!
Careful there, Rich Strike.
I mean, and the horse has personality.
Yeah.
So after the win, the horse is like, man, get off me.
I just won.
He was biting the other horse.
Get off.
So now you want woman now before you die, what you want? Now you gonna try to come holler at me now. You better get back.
Look, now everybody want to escort me.
Yeah.
Right.
I ain't had no escort there. Rich Strike was on 10. He was on 10 to the
That's really true.
Tony here, as they try to get him under control. We want to see here in a moment, once the horse gets settled down, where the horse came from. And you talked about 𝗪𝒏𝒏𝒏. 𝗪𝒏𝒏𝒏 came from out of nowhere on the rail.
So did Rich Strike. He was way back in the back of the pack, not last, but he was right in the back trio after angling over to the inside.
You know, look, when you're that long of a price, you can stay underneath the radar, but he tucked him in. He saved ground almost all the way. He was lucky enough to split horses at the top of the stretch, and then a wide gap was available to him the last eighth of a mile. Just an unbelievable performance.
The jockey, Sonny Leone, he's one of the top riders in Ohio. He had 6 mounts yesterday at Belterra Park in Cincinnati. He was not expecting this to be part of his weekend.
What an upset, though. There's nothing on this horse's past performances that suggests this was even a possibility.
The horse has run 7 times, won once, show 3 times out of the money. Totally different world right now. Rich Strike, stunning win.
I told you.
Yeah, that's a fact.
God, it's not just me. You got a whole team with you. Right, baby, huh? Let me tell you, what's his favorite horse? Richie.
Yeah, he said Rich Strike.
All right, so that is, man, that's such a great story. The way they did that montage and the music, man, it almost brings me to tears watching that. That was one of probably the most spectacular feat that I've ever witnessed in history as far as a sporting event goes. And he truly was a dark horse, just so you guys know. 5 minutes before the race, he didn't even think he was racing. There was another horse that had to pull, and he was the substitute. There's another horse that had to scratch, and he was a substitute to replace him. He wasn't even supposed to even come close to winning. And then the fashion that he won in, it was absolutely spectacular. So I'm going to stay on Facebook here, but if you're on Facebook, you got to be on the Zoom to answer this question. I'm going to ask right now, and I'm going to see if anybody can get this correct. Why do dark horses win? Why do dark horses win? Go for it. Answer in the comments. Let's see what we get. All right, let's look in the comments. See if we can find one that we're looking for. They take off right after the race is over. Let's see here. Man, the comments are coming in fast. I lost my track. A dark horse will win because they are less known, which makes them and their team are more hungry to win. These teams are more passionate and will come with strategies to give them an edge. These teams do not give up and persevere through thick and thin. That's a good answer. Never gives up. Good answer. Comes from behind. A dark horse is under the radar, unnoticed, and then takes the world by complete surprise and changes it forever. Never give up. Underestimated. They believe they can win. They have no fear. Heart. They're always underestimated. They believe in themselves when no one else does. Nothing to lose. They exceed expectations. Nothing is possible. Nothing to lose because they have nothing to lose. Never give up. They have nothing to lose. Any last minute things? Nobody's gotten it yet. They have nothing to lose is part of the answer. But the other part of the answer, I'm going to answer it. No fear. That's a good one. I'm going to answer it now. Nobody answered it today. The reason dark horses win is because of the people riding them. The people riding them have absolutely nothing to lose. And a bit of it is to, the horses built a bit different. But the people riding them have nothing to lose. And not just people riding them, the people training them, the people that are doing all these things. Now, that being said, I believe we as a community have a tremendous dark horse that the world virtually doesn't know about. We've created a technology that never existed until now. And by being part of our community, you get a benefit from that technology. And you're going to hear about that here in a second. And I know Savun is chomping at the bit because she's going to have to get out of here. She's doing actually a live presentation. So I know she's going to have to be on the road here in a second. But they win because of the people riding them. And when I say that, I'm not talking about the founders. I'm not talking about myself. I'm not talking about Peter. I'm not talking about Chris. I'm not talking about Alan or Tariq or Maria or Cap. What I'm talking about is all of you, all of you. It's our community. You guys are the reason that we have a dark horse that is going to win. You guys are the reason. So you guys can choose to forge ahead and let the world know about what we have and help us take this dark horse to victory. Now, with that being said, I haven't done something for a while, but I want you guys out there on Zoom. I want you to turn on your cameras right now. And I want you guys to show the world just how strong the energy community is. Turn on your cameras. I'm going to tell you what, I'll let you unmute yourself for a second and just give a shout out where you're at from, in the world. Let me go ahead and let you guys unmute. Okay. Unmute, give a shout out all at once. Just tell
Dallas, Texas. Amazing, Duane. I love the opening.
Tampa, Florida.
Maryland.
Germany.
Western Wisconsin.
All right. We got a lot.
Yeah, Tampa.
Germany. We got people from all over the world, guys. All over the world riding a dark horse that is destined to win. And guys, this is just one page. I've got several pages of Zoom, guys, that I could go through. So we've got a huge community. Man, I like the picture. Dries has a picture of it looks like a jockey has his profile picture. But it's because of all of you that we're taking this dark horse to victory. And if you're new here, guys, we have a tremendous community. And you can be a part of this, and you can be a part of riding this dark horse to victory with us. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and mute everybody back out. Hold on, let me mute everybody. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn this over to Savun. And Savun is going to tell you about this technology that we can truly benefit from. And she's going to tell you all about the technology, and then I'm going to tell you what you need to do to be able to win with this dark horse. Savun, over to you.
Thank you so much, Dwayne. Wow, I've learned a lot about the Dark Horse. I never knew that. Thank you so much for sharing that with us. Welcome, everyone. Welcome, energy community. This is such an exciting time. I'm hoping you can hear me okay, Dwayne. The reception's going okay, right?
You are good.
Awesome, awesome. So I have the next, I have the privilege and honor for the next 10 to 15 minutes to share with you about what's going on with StarStake. I mean, we've just been developing for the past few years, and we are just getting ready to launch here. As a matter of fact, I've seen the remnants of the launching and what the technology that we had put forth for the community and literally for the world. And there's actually one recent video that corporate had put together, which I think it's a phenomenal video to share with all of your new prospects or anyone that you're introducing this to. So I'm going to share it with you on this call. And from there, I'm going to give you a little bit of update about what we're doing, where we're going, and why this is the right time to be here with the energy community with StarStake. So with that, let me go ahead and share this with you. Can you see this okay? Are we good?
You are good.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Dwayne. Okay, so StarStake, everyone. I'm just gonna go ahead and go through my presentation. There's actually a lot of videos that corporate had put together, and maybe Dwayne, towards the end here, you can show the most recent one. There's one that corporate had done with Chris, the new one that he had shown, and I can text it over to you via WhatsApp so you can pull it up and share it with the group. So with that, thank you so much, Dwayne. You've been such a great leader with the whole energy community and just really building this for the past few years, and encouraging folks to really take a good look-see of where energy is going. And I believe energy is really gonna go to the moon, no pun intended, with StarStake, and especially with the platform that we're building. We are the world's first utility and royal-based NFT marketplace and creation. So essentially, in a nutshell, StarStake is an ecosystem that is built on top of a decentralized financial system. We have Web3, blockchain, crypto, all of that. All of this new fad, NFTs and such that people are talking about, the new universe of technology, and StarStake is it. So we're basically like what Chris had mentioned on the videos. We are really competing against the big boys. You got the Facebook, the YouTubes, the Shopify and whatnot. We're going to be the platform, the technology platform for all of the stars and businesses and brands and communities to come together and and forego the middle people. So now we're going to connect you directly with your fans and your clienteles and your brands and whatnot, and have you guys really benefit from one another. So this is a really huge undertake that StarStake had done along with the energy community and whatnot, and I'm really excited about the next phase that's coming up. So welcome, explorers. So again, we want to welcome everyone for here, and we're going to be presenting a little opportunity about StarStake as well. So everyone probably have heard about NFTs, and most people think that NFTs are strictly just digital artwork and whatnot, and people are going literally apes for a lot of these collectible artworks and such. But just envision NFT, Web3, the blockchain being so much more than just a digital art collection. There is so much potential. There's limitless potential for the evolution of a very robust NFT platform, a very robust Web3 technology. So we went ahead and did something crazy, and we built it. So this past few years, we've been utilizing all of the talents with our development team and our executive teams and whatnot, along with Chris, our CEO, Maria, Tariq, and Dwayne and whatnot. We went ahead and built it for you. And I believe we are the next big tech game that's coming in the industry here. So before what we tell you what Star Stake is, we want to tell you why Star Stake is. So if you have been living under the rock right now, this whole digital, blockchain, Web3 phenomenon, cryptocurrency has been such a big thing, and especially in the line of NFT as a whole. In the second and third quarter of 2020, they've already done about well over $10 billion, and that is thanks to the gaming community. They had introduced NFT in a big way, and we've got virtual items closing at over 175 billion annually. Utilizing NFT, metaverse, that's employing NFT in numbers of use case, from interaction to socialization and digital assets and ownership and whatnot. We've used NFTs as entry ticket, as indicated on the NFT NYC event, where now you get to have access. So NFT is more than just a digital art. It's now an access. Now you get to access an event, a concert and whatnot. We have film projects that'll be utilizing NFT to also fund their projects and give stakeholders a say in how the film is being produced. So all these, go fund things that is being done now, it's all about Web3 and NFT, because it's all on a decentralized platform. And then popular apps and corporations and businesses are beginning to gamify their experience too. And all of these trends suggest a huge rise in the NFT market adoption over the coming years. So with that, 2022 NFT is currently at about $3 billion. We are looking, it's set to skyrocket to about $13 billion by 2027. I dare to say about 2025, we might be seeing well over $10 to $13 billion, and because of everything that's happening. Here's an example of NFT. You have the Bored Ape there, that little mutant ape. That's kind of one of the most popular collection out there. They're selling these digital artwork for $20,000, $40,000, $50,000 because they get access to the community, and it's a mutant ape community. So this happens to be one of Alan's collection that he had purchased to be a part of that community. So we have a virtual land from the other side. We have the metaverse game player, where now you are able to own virtual lands and deeds and whatnot, and the metaverse is basically gamifying this as well. So now you're going to be seeing a lot of these. So folks are buying these plots, these virtual land for anywhere from $5,000 to over $60,000 for these digital assets. So they're beginning to gamify a lot of these things. Here is Logan Paul, who is a huge YouTuber, and he basically have what he calls an impulsive podcast, and he sells his NFT anywhere from $20,000 to $40,000 for each NFT, because he gives them access. Basically, and I think the most expensive one that he had sold was for $300,000. And basically it allows them to have access to be featured on his podcast and whatnot. And people see that as an asset. Yes, they want to own an NFT that gives them all of that assets and values and bells and whistles. And that's, and the bidder decide what the value is and such. So there's so many things that we can add and we can do with NFTs and such. There are key factors, contributing factors that have fueled the rapid rise of NFTs, celebrities endorsing and flexing their NFT status symbol for their digital presence. They're wanting to monetize on their fan base, and they're wanting to monetize directly, and they want to be able to constitute, how much they're able to give to their fans, and how much they want to charge for their NFT, and how much they're going to get back, and so forth. So they can really dictate that more. They have more control of that. The use of NFT in supply chains and retail scenarios. So we're going to be seeing a lot of that now, where a lot of the retails are now creating membership and using NFT because it authenticates it without, reducing the risk of fraud and whatnot. It authenticates all of that. So now you can create memberships. So retail chains like the likes of Costco or Sam's Club or what have you, now they can now issue out an NFT which authenticates that, and it is on their phone where they can resell it and own it and gift it away and so forth. As we all know, art galleries are pivoting to online digital auctions and whatnot. And, just the surge of NFT is really big. So we went ahead and built the technology for asset-backed NFT and to give the creators all of the bells and whistles that we're going to show you here. So NFT technology and the rise of new digital creator economy will change the way we engage in commerce and building a community as well. So NFTs are becoming the way of verifying true ownership. So down the road, smart contracts through NFT, because it authenticates it, it reduces the risk of any frauds and whatnot. It, tracks and verify ownerships of anything, even agreements and assets on the blockchain, real estate, medical, records and whatnot. In the near future, membership of a club, the deed of your house, your marriage certificate, your birth certificate, your death certificate will all now be on the NFT, because again, it is a way of authenticating a lot of these transactions. And that's what NFT gives, that true ownership to the individual that owns it. So NFT are a technology. It's not a single use case. It's kind of like internet. Internet is a huge technology, and there's limitless opportunity that you can do with internet. And folks are gamifying it and so forth. So NFT is the same thing. It's not just a digital art collection that we all know and see as it was introduced to us in the beginning. It's really more than that. And StarStake is really embracing it in a huge way, where we're showing you that NFT is more than just an art collection. NFT is how, you can really reach out to, how you can really monetize on your fans. And, whether it's, you only have 100 fans or 1,000 fans or 1 million fans, but how you can monetize, with your fans, or you can monetize on your fans. And at the same token, you can also reward your fans as well. And you can create it where, your fans is supporting you and you're supporting your fan directly, and you don't have that middle person to dictate what you can and can't do. Okay. They can't turn you off. They can't, shut you off and whatnot, because it's all on a decentralized platform. And we're here to create that for you and give the artist, the creator, the brand, that technology, that digital technology, to basically mint any NFT they choose to and whatnot. So collectability, exclusivity, the profitability, creatability, it's a perfect storm, especially when we're throwing in words like decentralization community. And decentralized means that you don't have that one company that's going to push a button that basically turn you off. We can't turn you off. So once you create that NFT on StarStake platform, we can't turn you off, because you are now on the IPFS, and they're in the blockchain, and it's going to be yours. You created it, you can trade it on OpenSea, you can collect it. It's yours, and it is your community, and you own that community. You can do whatever you want with the community. You can add more rewards and royalties and benefits and whatnot. And with the like of decentralization and, the community and the digital currency, the stable assets that we've created to back some of these NFT, it is a perfect storm. So we are creating value, not just for the creator, but for you as a community, for the energy community as well. So StarStake is a full end-to-end solution. We have NFT Box, which is incredible, guys. Mentor Coin is backing that NFT box, so you definitely want to accumulate as much as you can of the Mentor Coin. And there's some Mission NFT that's coming out as well. We have the S NFT, which is a specialized NFT that has a built-in royalty and rewards. There's videos on this that you can watch. And I'm so sorry I won't be able to show it to you today, but We will post it on the WhatsApp and the Discord channel. We got true utility that builds the real world value with Access NFT, with the Creator Hub, and the Star Hub that basically manage your performance and whatnot. So we have all this bells and whistles, just kind of like how when you go into the YouTube and you create your portfolio, you create your videos and whatnot, and you have all these tools and management and performance and whatnot and snippets and cuts and so forth to basically promote your brand. But unlike the YouTubes or the Facebook and all these social media, Instagram, we will not shut you off. There is no way we can shut you off because you own that particular NFT. And once it gets mint, it is now on the decentralized network. And, the money goes directly to you. So whatever you sell your NFT for and whatever the drop is, whether it's $100 or $1,000, the money goes directly, instantaneously in real time to your wallet. And it also goes to the community, to your consumer wallet as well, as far as, rewards and royalties and such. So StarStake, again, is the world's first marketplace for access, for utility, for royal-based NFT. And you do this literally for free. So for creators and brands and businesses to come on board with our company, it's absolutely free. There is no upfront cost whatsoever. Your success is our success. And until you start selling your NFTs and building your brands and building that community is when we will also succeed as well. But just to engage and to build it, we are here for you to set up your NFT and to basically brand yourself. So these are some of the examples that we have. We have a really user-friendly back office, a lot of tutorial, a lot of support. That is there to help you as well. Again, StarStake NFT, we have the NFT box, which is backed by USDC and can be traded also for USDC. And then we have the StarDex and Energy Coin and the Mentor Coin as well. And for those of you who are Energy Coin holder, this is absolutely huge because you get a stake in StarStake. And I know Dwayne's been talking about for the past 2 years, and I've been just a new recruit to the community, but I've been just absolutely stoked. And I can honestly say I am a huge energy holder as well, because to get a piece of what StarStake has built, this is huge. You definitely want to get at least 25 coins and more so that you can get a stake of StarStake as well. So again, I will let Dwayne explain a little bit more about that. Here's something that StarStake was featured on the World Agility Forum in Lisbon, Portugal. This is Tariq and Maria, lovely Maria. I met her the last time I was in Florida. Just very dynamic, very just creative individual and just very very smart individuals. Well, absolutely beautiful. But we did a StarStake event in Portugal, and we're really proud of this because we were one of the speakers, like a TED Talk, if you will, and we were one of the speakers talking about technology, about the new technology that's coming up, and this is like internet, 2.0. Or 3.0, because we graduated from internet to, now crypto and, now NFT and Web3. I mean, it's literally 3.0. And this is what freaking Maria had shared over at the World Agility Forum. So we're really proud to be alongside of Fortune 500 companies like Legos and, Fords and technology companies and so forth. So this is huge for us. And this is what we are doing with StarStake and with our companies. We're going to be out there. We're going to be, at the Expoverse, with technology forums and expos and many different forums to basically showcase what we have built with StarStake and the technology that we had built. These are some of the things that are coming up. We talk about the Mission NFT that we're all chomping at the bit to get, because that's just phenomenal. It allows you to also accumulate a lot of mentor coin. We have many artists out there. We got health membership, we got travel coming out, we got products that's coming up. We have, you know, artworks and so forth. We are so excited about, you know, a lot of these brands, and not including some of the, you know, not including some of the famous people out there that we have ties with. We're talking about the creators and you know, the artists and the singers and, you know, athletes. There's some serious major athlete that's coming on board, guys. You just hold on to your hats and just get ready to rock and roll. But just a lot of things happening. But just so imagine you being a part of the energy community, and you're getting a piece of this. You're going to participate in a piece of this because you hold the energy coin. Not only do you get the upside of the value when, you know, the coin increase, you also get a piece of everything that's happening. You get to participate in that royalty. So with that, I am going to hand this over back to Dwayne. Dwayne, thank you so much for having me on the call. I'm absolutely stoked about this, and I'm excited to meet every one of you guys in the near future. So Dwayne.
All right, let's hear it for Savun, man. You did a great job. So
sorry
guys,
about the whole tech. I wanted to show you that video so much.
I'm going to show it now because that's a powerful video. And then I'm going to tell you what you guys need to do to be able to ride this dark horse with our community. Let me go ahead and share that now. Make sure I'm sharing the right screen. Here we go.
My name is Chris Hawk. I'm part of a group of online explorers, creators, and brands that believe in a better way to live and thrive in this digital world. We don't like things being under control. In fact, our motivation is just the opposite, and think being in control of the things that we create and the financial rewards that come is everything. And given the opportunity, believe our supporters that love what we do be rewarded at our side. See, we don't want to be at the mercy of social algorithms that decide who and what matters, nor do we wish to be someone we're not just because it pays the bills. And because we're going up against these big brands, these centralized juggernauts that have all the control, we have to look beyond the old ways and do things differently. We have to be smarter. It's almost crazy to think there'd be another way, but what if we could take that power back from these giants and build independent brand economies without the old world gatekeepers and tired bureaucracy plaguing our potential? Well, it's happening. And fortunately, the day has come where we can harness the advancements of technology and things like a decentralized blockchain to build self-sustainable, exponentially profitable economies, supported by the people that matter most, our loyal and loving communities. Look, this is a one-way ticket to the promised land. But let's get one thing clear. The old way of trading your time and money for a tiny sliver of life is broken. And stay reminded, there are many who would like nothing more than to keep it that way. We're here to change that. We are Star Stakers, and we're quietly changing the status quo, disrupting the power suits and poverty loots of big industry. We are the artists, the creators, the visionaries, and innovators. And while competition got us this far, collaboration will take us all the way. Some call us the crazy ones, others pioneers. I think of us as explorers, but that of a world where we believe everyone can be a star, and the star of today deserves their shot. So we know there are others out there like us that choose to strive for more, for better. Every hour of every day, they too are the stars of today.
All right, that is a powerful video. Powerful video. And I know if you guys are new, you may not understand all the intricacies of this, but I'm just going to tell you that I believe Star Stake is really going to change the way the world transacts. Guys, you know, I can't stress this enough. I believe in the next, 2, 3, 4, 5 years, Star Stake has the potential to be every bit as big, if not bigger than YouTube and Amazon. It's that kind of technology, and it may even be a greater technology than that. You go back to that dark horse. Why do dark horses win? Well, one, the horse is built a bit different. Guys, this horse is built a bit different. There's nothing like it that exists. And by the way, Star Stake did file for patents on their technology. So there's nothing like it in the world that exists today. until now, I should say, until Star Stake. And then two, you look at the people who are riding them. They have nothing to lose and everything to gain. And if you're new and you're watching this, you can be one of those people that ride our dark horse along with our whole entire community. And that's the beauty of it all. So what is energy? Well, energy separate from Star Stake, but the creators on Star Stake are actually paying the incentivized energy community a royalty, and it's a big one. It's a big royalty. Now I want you to understand what energy is, though. Energy is not a company. Energy has no centralized place. They have no centralized business. If you're in our community, you are energy. We are energy, okay? Energy, NRGY, was founded on decentralized principles. So the founders of energy, myself included, when we deployed energy and relinquished all control, we went and bought a lot of energy with our own money. Why? Because we wanted to have a vested interest on building the community that we have. And this has led us to where we are today. So the royalty that Star Stake, that the creators on Star Stake actually share with the incentivized energy community that has 25 energy staked or more, is 20% of their profit. Now, to put it in layman's terms for you, I know you're saying, well, what's 20% of the profit? It translates into 5% of the entire gross volume that goes through Star Stake, the entire gross volume. Guys, look at some of the biggest markets in the world. Look at how much volume goes through them. Just look at some of the cryptocurrencies, not even the biggest, but mid-tier cryptocurrencies. I mean, these, some of these things have billions of dollars that go through them. Many of these things have billions of dollars that go through them. So when you're talking about 5% of the gross, for a technology like this, that could be every bit as big as YouTube or Amazon, imagine getting 5% of the gross that went through Amazon. Just imagine that, okay? I'm just using that as a hypothetical example. I want to make that clear. But that's the potential that we have. And what's so unique about energy is you have to have 25 energy staked to earn royalties. We have two tiers. You either have 25 or you have 500 staked. If you have 500 staked, you earn your piece for having 25 staked, but you also earn another piece as well. So, and I tell people, if you're going to do 500 staked, you probably want to do it now in the beginning when it's affordable, because this technology has growth, Star Stake has growth, and the energy community is earning more and more and more from this technology. The demand for energy is only going to rise. And the beautiful thing about energy is it's so limited in supply. I cannot stress that enough. Guys, you don't realize how limited in supply this energy is. I think right now there's only about 600,000 coins in circulation, roughly, give or take some. And right now it's minting. So when you stake energy right now, you get to earn additional energy. The more energy you stake, the more energy you earn. Why? Because the minting process goes for 100 weeks, 100 minting weeks from the first part of February of this year. So a minting week starts when a new stake comes in for the current week. So sometimes there's a lag there of a few hours, before another minting week starts. It's anticipated that the end of minting will be sometime probably around March or April of 2024. So you're able to earn all this additional energy. And that's based on not a fixed amount that you earn. It's proportional to the number of coins that come in staking. So the more coins that are staked in a week, those coins over the following 3 weeks are minted. And whatever your percentage is of the staking pool determines your reward. So when you stake energy, not only are you going to earn royalties if you have 25 or more from the creators on Star Stake, but you're also going to earn more energy through the minting process as well, which is really key. So what is the opportunity for you today? What is the opportunity for you right now? Well, the opportunity for you right now, let me share my screen. The opportunity for you right now, got to get out of that video, is to get 25 energy staked. And for those of you who may aspire for more or have a little bit more to work with, if you want to stake 500 energy, you could stake now. Now's a great time to do it. So right now is the very best time to stake energy, in my opinion. You likely won't see this price again. 25 energy earns royalties on StarStake and the entire energy ecosystem. Guys, I want to let you know, StarStake is but one application that will be on the energy ecosystem. There will be other applications. And as an energy staker, as part of this incentivized community, you're able to actually earn royalties on all those different applications. Pretty powerful. So you only need to purchase 21 energy right now to have 25 staked, with the 20% bonus that only goes on for less than 2 weeks. So when you stake right now, your coins will be locked until around the end of the year, okay, for about I think it's about 7 more weeks, 6, 7 more weeks, somewhere in that neighborhood. Your coins are going to be locked, but for them being locked, you're going to receive this bonus, 20% bonus. So if you purchase 21 energy, you will have 25 energy staked. Right now, energy, you buy it on the Ethereum side. We have a Ethereum and Polygon. It's worth much more on the Polygon side. So when you buy it on the Ethereum side and you migrate it over, you actually migrate it over to the Polygon side where it's worth a lot more. But right now, you can purchase 21 energy. Let's just take a look at the price. I actually pulled it up. This is the price. 21 energy right now. The price of energy, $70.94. Now, when you purchase, you got to figure, give yourself a little padding, because you got to realize that your purchase is going to, is going to affect the price. That's how DeFi works. That's how any market works, actually. But so I figure, let's figure that on $75. Let's just round that up. 75 times $21 would be $1,575. Plus you need a little Ethereum for gas fees, not much, maybe 20, 30 bucks. If you want to do 50 bucks to play it safe, you can, okay? If you're wanting to do 500 energy, you're going to have to figure it a little bit higher than the $75 price. Why? Because you're putting a lot more money in the market. The price, that you get it at is going to be a little bit higher, because you're making such a big buy. So you got to figure a little bit more if you're buying, 500 energy. And if you're interested in 500 energy, please reach out to me and I'll kind of give you a rough estimate of exactly what you need. Now, while there's never any guarantees, I believe there is a very good probability that your purchase will earn you substantial cash flow royalties each year, while the underlying asset, which is energy, gains in value over manyfold, okay? Manyfold. Keep in mind, cannot stress this enough, energy is extremely limited. So there's only a limited amount of people at any given time that can earn royalties on all the different technologies on the energy platform. Why? Because it's limited in supply. Once you understand that concept, you start to see the wheels start turning, and you start to see just how powerful this is. So if all the energy is tied up, nobody's willing to part, energy is going to be, pretty high in demand. Of course, the price would be higher. And then somebody that's staking would say, you know what, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to retire. I'm going to ride off in the sunset. I'm going to sell my energy, in which case there's somebody else there to pick up their energy and stake it. But I want you to understand that at any given time, only a very limited amount of people can actually profit on the technology. You basically get this asset that earns cash flow, but at the same time has a very good potential to increase in value. And that's why it's important, you know, in my opinion, to get energy staked. Now, what I'm going to do is, if you're wanting to get energy staked, you need to reach back out to the person that invited you here. I also encourage you to join our Discord community. And look, if you're new, you may be out there, and you may be new. You may have never been in crypto before. You may not know square one. We have people in our community that will walk you through and will help you. All you have to do is reach out to me on Discord. I'm very active on our Energy Discord channel. And I went ahead in the comments, I posted a link to Discord. And if you're watching this replay on YouTube, just go to the comments on YouTube and you'll see a link to get in our Discord channel as well. Now, in addition to all this, here's the beautiful thing. Once you're an Energy community member, since energy is decentralized, we want to incentivize community growth. So built into the protocol, there is a community builder reward. That means if you invite somebody to join the community, you earn 15% of whatever their dollar amount is that they purchase with. And that is instantaneously paid directly into your wallet the minute they stake. It's all built in the protocol. It's all built in the smart contracts. So let's say somebody comes in and they purchase $2,000 worth of energy, 15%, you would earn $300 in USDC, US dollar coin, that's paid directly right into your wallet in the blink of an eye. Furthermore, if they invite somebody, you earn 10%. So it pays two tiers, it's built in the protocol, and you are incentivized to grow the community. You don't have to grow the community, but remember, we as a community, we are one, you know, we're all riding this dark horse together. So it takes all of us to make this successful. The most beautiful thing though about this whole thing, and then I'm going to open it up for questions. Man, what brings the most joy to my heart is that we all get a win together. We all get a win together. And there's no price that you could put on being able to win with integrity. And that's what I really value about this project. It's what I really value about this community. In fact, we just started using the hashtag for our community. We were in Discord, we were discussing it, and we were saying, you know, now that we have Star Stakes launched on our platform and we have this real community, what can our motto be? And I said, it's simple. Our motto is we are one. We are one, O-N-E. And you'll realize the significance of that in the coming weeks, but we are one. And so if you want to really have a good potential to better your family's lives, and I mean, not just better, but drastically change generations to come, because I believe this is a technology that can do that, then I'm inviting you right now to come join our community and ride this dark horse to victory with all of us.